Good evening, and welcome to the first ever virtual awards assembly. The 2019-2020 school year was one with many trials and tribulations. But as always, this senior class presented themselves with grace and dignity and fought through adverse situations. Over the course of the next few weeks, we'll be celebrating our seniors and the many accomplishments they have achieved. This is a time to celebrate. And it doesn't matter how it looks or if it's not the traditional method of celebrating. All that matters is that we are together in spirit, online, or in person. Over the last 4 years, we as a staff have talked and shown that we are all part of a Toreador family. I saw a quote the other day that said, "Families are like branches on a tree. We grow in different directions, yet our roots remain as one." You all will always be part of the Toreador family. No pandemic will ever change that. Your roots will always be here at Boone High School. You all have left an amazing legacy. Please know that you have a link to this school. You will always be a Toreador and part of this Toreador family. You have influenced my life, your peers' lives, and the lives of our staff and community in many positive ways. We've talked many times about yes, the Toreador way. These lessons will help you succeed in future endeavors. Don't forget those pillars. Make their day. Pick someone up every day. Be there. Get to your college classes or work on time. Choose your attitude. Have a great attitude towards things. Only you can dictate this. It is much easier to have a happy attitude than be miserable. Engage your mind. Try to learn new things. Be open to new ideas and go after them. And have fun. Be goofy, smile, and enjoy life. Think of these 5 characteristics and how they can lead you in the right direction and follow those examples. I want to thank everybody that has been involved in helping our students reach this pinnacle of their high school career. I'd like to thank the teachers, the administrators, and support staff for preparing our students for this moment. We also need to give a very special thank you to you parents. Your partnership is greatly appreciated in this educational process, and we couldn't do it without you. Seniors, from the bottom of my heart, congratulations on getting here, and thank you for all that you've done for Boone High School. I have the privilege of introducing tonight's guest speaker for our awards night, speaker, Mr. Jake Doty.
This whole virtual learning, virtual teaching, virtual meeting has been quite interesting to say the least. For instance, I've given a few speeches in my life, a couple of best man toasts, Relay for Life benefits, but this is the first occasion in which pants were entirely optional. So I guess that's cool. First time for everything. Am I right? Good evening, graduates, families and friends of graduates, and Boone School staff. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jake Doty, and I moved to Boone in 2014 to begin my career in education as a 7th grade science teacher. When talking about my first teaching job as a middle school teacher, people would often respond with, "Really? 7th grade? Are you sure?" With that connotation of, "Are you crazy?" Firstly, bye Felicia. Secondly, no, I'm not crazy. I'm basically a middle school kid in a 6'7" frame. Don't believe me? Just ask your children. Side note, I'll use a few popular phrases from the mid-2010s era throughout this speech, so if at any point you hear something that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, don't worry, it most likely doesn't. Graduates, I met most of you 6 years ago as you began your 7th grade year. Nervous, possibly somewhat smelly, sorry, not sorry, and eyebrows on fleek, we started the year together. Just so you know, the 4th graders like to joke about my eyebrows as well. Anyway, it's hard for me to believe that 6 years have come and gone, and you are graduating high school. It is my hope that throughout your 7th grade year at BMS, you gained some science knowledge, became more inquisitive, and above all, grew into slightly better versions of yourselves. Now, I haven't been around all that long, and I'm definitely not the wisest person, but I have learned a few things along the way that I'd like to share with you. I'll try not to make them too basic. One of the many things that connects us all is the challenge of dealing with adversity. Each and every one of us respond to it differently, respond to it daily, and every situation is slightly different. Adversity might look like an argument with a loved one, the end of a relationship, not getting that job that you really wanted, not getting accepted into your first college choice, or forgetting to complete a task for which you were responsible. Some of these challenges more impactful than others. Arguably, some of the greatest adversity any of us have ever faced began a couple months ago. None of us could have predicted the tumultuous change we'd endure. Thinking about what your high school finale should have looked like and what your reality has been, all I'll say is that I deeply feel for you, and I don't know how I would have handled that as a high school senior. So please, take a moment and recognize the magnitude of adversity that you've dealt with, and take pride in knowing the amount of perseverance you have demonstrated in an unprecedented time. Hats off to you. Adversity will be one of your greatest teachers throughout your entire life. Malcolm X said it best. There is not better than adversity. Every defeat, every heartbreak, every loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how to improve your performance next time. On one of the walls in my 4th grade classroom, posted in large, colorful letters, is the word integrity. Kids always ask, and so we discuss it, and I tell them that integrity is leading positively and doing the right thing when nobody's watching. Recognition makes us feel important, and we all need affirmation at times, but we cannot allow our actions to be dictated by the response we receive from others. Rather, allow the feeling of doing what you know is right to be all the reassurance you need. And remember, people, especially young people, need models, not critics. Oftentimes, things we do not understand cause us to make quick judgments. It's human nature. However, many times these short-sighted assessments can be inaccurate due to lack of information. Stay curious, ask questions, keep an open mind, and always seek to understand before passing judgment. This can be particularly challenging, so I keep a little note folded in my wallet that reads, "Everyone's an expert at something." And when we seek to understand, we learn that that statement is quite accurate. I'm fortunate that there are many people in my life that I look up to. One of my heroes is my father. His generosity, genuineness, and selflessness are second to none. I admire him greatly, and although I haven't always welcomed his advice, it usually turns out to be beneficial. Something about dad advice. I'd like to share with you something he has always told me. He says, wherever you go, whatever you do, contribute. Essentially, participate. Help out. Be selfless with your time and your talents. And even when you feel they don't matter, your contributions will be greatly appreciated. I think that it's safe to say that most of us have said or done things that we wish we hadn't. We may consider these instances to be regretful. We may not. And I also think it's safe to say that most of us will again say or do something without thinking of its impact on others. I don't believe there are many guarantees in life, but here is one. You'll never, I repeat never, regret expressing gratitude and being kind. You want to improve someone's life and feel great while doing so? Call up a family member or friend and tell them just how much they mean to you. Tell someone how much you appreciate them. Write a thank you note. We all yearn to feel valued, and how great it is to be able to provide that affirmation for another person. I'll tell you that this is much easier said than done, but it is a lifelong challenge that I'd like to extend to you. You'll make someone's day. You just might change their life. You do have that incredible power. Graduates, it was a privilege to have you as students, to get to know you as people, and it is truly an honor to speak at this milestone in your lives. Celebrate this achievement. You've worked hard for years and honored a long commitment. Be proud of yourself. In a world that's greatly influenced by social media, our views of success can vary greatly. I'd like to leave you with a thought from the wise coach and mentor, John Wooden. He had it right, if you ask me. He said, "Success comes from knowing that you did your best to become the best that you are capable of becoming." Keep that in mind and you will forever be successful. Class of 2020, the GOAT, I wish you nothing but the best in your future endeavors. I know you'll do amazing things. Oh, and for the record, I am wearing pants.
Good evening. Thank you for all who are joining us tonight virtually. Our first award is the 2020 Boone Noon Kiwanis Attendance Awards. To receive the Outstanding Attendance Award, a senior in Boone High School must have missed no more than 3 days during their sophomore and junior year and until March 13th of their senior year. The only criteria for the recipient of the Outstanding Attendance Award is attendance. This award was established by the Boone Noon Kiwanis Club in 1981 to encourage the establishment of the habit of regular attendance, which will be beneficial to all students in any future endeavor. The recipients for the class of 2020 are Andrea Pepples, who missed a half of day, Amber Logier, 1 day, Nicole Logier, 1 day, Danielle Logier, 1.5 days, Josie Palacio Garcia, 2.5 days, Nicholas Runstead, 3 days, and Andy Stagg, 3 days. Congratulations and thank you to your dedication and attendance at Boone High School.
We'd like to take a moment to honor our Boone military graduates. On May 12th, we honored our Boone High graduates who have enlisted into the military and will be leaving for basic or different types of training prior to graduation. So with no further ado, I'd like to introduce these graduates: Catherine Ballard, Lucas Boring, Jess Lozier, and Wade Pennick. Thank you for your service.
you.
Varsity B Award is presented to BHS athletes who have achieved excellence in dedication and ability in multiple athletic areas. This award represents sacrifice and the ability to manage time while competing at the highest level in multiple areas. Students achieving the Varsity B status have earned or are projected to earn 3 or more varsity letters throughout the school year. We'd like to recognize the senior members of our Varsity B Club. First, Sadie Baker for volleyball, basketball as a manager, and softball. Allison Burke for football cheer, basketball cheer, and tennis. Taylin Howard for football cheer, swimming, and basketball cheer. Ryan Holz for football, basketball, tennis, and baseball. Eliana Lewis for football cheer, wrestling cheer, and tennis. Nicholas Rose for swimming, tennis, and baseball. Quali Spora for football, basketball, and track. Ryan Ungs for football, track, and baseball. And Sydney Woodruff for football cheer, wrestling cheer, and tennis. Congratulations to the senior members of our Varsity B Club, and thank you for the last 4 years for all of your dedication and effort to multiple programs. Next, we would like to recognize a few individuals who were honored with a Music Achievement Award within their department. First, for excellence in band, Brandon Kenyon. The Music Achievement Award for excellence in choir awarded to Lakota Collier. And the Music Achievement Award for excellence in orchestra, Wyatt Opedal. Congratulations to these 3 seniors for the recognition of their efforts and leadership throughout the past 4 years. They have represented their department well. The Bernie Saga Award is named for a former Boone resident and retired executive director of the Iowa High School Athletic Association. It is presented annually in every high school in Iowa to the graduating senior male who best exemplifies a patriotic spirit and has demonstrated leadership, service, and support of education-based athletics and activities while reflecting the values and basic philosophy of the 2 longest-serving IHSAA executive directors. This year, we recognize a young man who has shown dedication and leadership throughout all 4 seasons for athletics and has been a longtime member of many sports representing BHS. This year's recipient of the Bernie Saga Award is senior Ryan Holz. Congratulations, Ryan. Finally, I'd like to take a moment to recognize 2 individuals who were selected to represent Boone High School and receive the Governor's Scholar Award. This was in recognition of being selected as the top academic achiever in our school, which is supported by the Iowa High School Athletic Association and Iowa Farm Bureau, and was presented by Governor Kim Reynolds. Congratulations first to senior Ryan Ungs. And congratulations to senior Sydney Woodruff. These 2 were selected as Governor's Scholar Award winners to represent Boone High School with their high academic achievement and participation in school activities.
Welcome to the Boone High School class of 2020. The Rotary Club of Boone was first chartered in 1919 and has been serving the Boone community and beyond ever since. Throughout the past 101 years, Boone Rotary has been guided in all we do by a simple principle: service above self. It is my honor today to present the 2020 Rotary Academic Achievement Awards. This prestigious award is conferred to all graduating seniors who distinguish themselves by achieving a minimum of 3.5 grade point average throughout their 4 years at Boone High School. And now, those awards go to Sadie Baker, Andrew Becker, Ashley Barron, Ramsey Berglund, Allison Burke, Reese Chitty, Isabella Dubon, Taylor Graham, Kira Halsrud, Talon Howard, Larissa Houston, Chelsea Isabel, Caleb Kroll, Eliana Lewis, Carter Logan, Amber Logier, Danielle Logier, Nicole Logier, Brennan Lynch, Rachel Marquez Poland, Gavin Miller, Matthew Mills, Jaden Mortensen, Josie Mosina, Wyatt Opedal, Lane Overland, Andrea Pebbles, Parker Reef, Nicholas Runstead, Autumn Sharp, Brecklin Sherrard, Chaslin Stansfield, Ryan Ungs, Shelby Van Cannon, Peyton Ward, Charles Whitney, Macy Willowhite, Stephanie Wilson, and Sydney Woodruff. Congratulations. This is Vicki Greco, Boone Rotary President of 2019 to 2020. Congratulations, seniors.
Hi everyone. I wanted to give you the list of students who received reports for their high school careers. Reports are given to students who register as a donor or 5 times before they graduate or have coordinated blood drives. Those students are, and it's not in alphabetical order, Chelsea Isabel, Rylan Martin, Jess Lozier, Jaslyn Stanfield, Wyatt Opedal, Stephanie Wilson, Benjamin Weeble, Autumn Sharp, Dylan Bangs, Macy Sheeter, Shelby Van Cannon, Holden Williams, Larissa Houston, Kent Lyons, Taylor Howard, Colin Adams, Parker Balfans, Sinclair Opedal, Rachel Marquez Poland, Sydney Woodruff, Macy Willywhite, Jaden Mortensen, and Lakota Collier. Congratulations.
The Boone Community School Districts, in an effort to recognize academic excellence, has established an academic wall of fame starting with the graduates of 1989. To be eligible for inclusion in the academic wall of fame, a student must be a graduate of Boone High School, have attended Boone High School for a minimum of 3 semesters, have a grade point average of 3.8 or above, and have a composite score of 28 or above on the ACT college entrance exam. If the student has not taken the ACT but has taken the SAT, this score can be substituted for the ACT, but must be a score comparable to the ACT of 28 or above. At this time, I'd like to announce the 2020 Academic Wall of Fame recipients. Joshua Hunter, Nicholas Runstead, Ryan Ungs, Margaret Van Dyke, and Sydney Woodruff. Congratulations to the 2020 Academic Wall of Fame recipients. Boone High School class of 2020 consists of 2 students who have maintained a perfect 4.0 grade point average throughout their high school career. The Brown family has been recognizing scholastic achievement by presenting 4.0 students with this award since 1986. The following students have received the 2020 Brown Award for this year: Ryan Ungs and Sydney Woodruff. Congratulations on your Brown Award recipient.
The purpose of the Boone Silver Cord program is to encourage students to be accountable for investing in their own education and community on a regular basis during their school years. The 12 recipients of this award have become invaluable leaders at Boone High School and in the Boone community. Congratulations to the following 2020 Silver Cord Award recipients: Ashley Barrett, Isabella DeBon, Taylin Howard, Amber Lozier, Danielle Lozier, Nicole Lozier, Madison Opedal, Sinclair Opedal, Wyatt Opedal, Blaine Overland, Autumn Sharp, and Macy Willywhite. Congratulations to each member of the class of 2020. We are so proud of your accomplishments and wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. Thank you to our local scholarship sponsors for continuing to support our BHS seniors during the school closure. Your generosity helps alleviate the cost of post-secondary education and is much appreciated. At this time, we would like to present the slides seniors submitted for the virtual awards presentation.
Hello, seniors and future graduates of Boone High School. It's pretty exciting to be here tonight and receive all of the scholarships and awards that you're receiving. And it's unique because this is not how you planned to end your career as students at Boone High School or in the Boone Community School District. You expected to have programs in front of families, in front of the community, and we know that life has changed because of the coronavirus, and you are the first graduating class to experience this type of situation. But it makes you think as well. It makes you understand that every year we give away over $1 million in potential scholarships and awards at our senior awards ceremony, as we did tonight. And yet, the idea of going to college, getting that degree, or going to the military, or going to work and having a job that is something you can rely on has changed a little bit in our perspective in the last few months. Now you find yourself in a situation where you go out into a world where you may have to think and plan more and prepare more for the future that might be unknown, because as we've learned in the last few months, things change. But we prepared you to do that. We've prepared you to go to college, to go into the military, to go into the work world, and adjust and modify and do the things that you need to do to be successful, not only in that world, but if things change, if things go differently than you had planned, to be prepared to modify and adjust your life, your style, how you earn your income, the different things you do in life so that you can continue to be successful and provide for yourself and your future families. So we've learned some lessons in the last few months, and it's exciting to know that you're prepared to adjust to those lessons and manage those lessons. And tonight was a stepping stone in letting you know that there are options, there are ways to get funding, there are scholarships available, there are job opportunities out there that can help guide you into a future that may not be as secure as we once thought it was. But we also know that you're prepared to do that. And we look forward to you going out into the world and managing the life that you're going to have in some unknown world that's a little different than maybe you predicted, but it's a great opportunity for you, and you're well prepared to do that. I wish you the best of luck and encourage you to head out into that world and take it on just as you and your family have over the last couple of months, and be prepared for not only the known and what you plan for, but the unknown, and be successful through it all. Congratulations.